probably expecting was racism.
No, we just came.
We just arrived.
You just arrived. I just arrived.
Hi.
Hi, I am Jenny from Kenya, a current MSc student. I'm doing a master's in food security at the Uni of Edinburgh.
I am Diana, not the Princess Diana. I'm studying an MSc in African International Development. And guess where I'm from? Ghana.
Hi guys, I am Montaigne, but most people just call me Mo, and I'm studying at the University of Edinburgh. I'm doing masters in entrepreneurship and innovation. So anywho, I guess we can get into the questions of today about UK.
Yeah.
OMG. I think for me it was about money. I was thinking of like money, luxurious lifestyle, and like modern buildings. Because personally, I really didn't like do research and check like how Scotland looks like in pictures. I was just excited like, yay, we're going to UK, babe, and like I was expecting like modern buildings, those like skyscrapers and all of that. But child, I'm seeing old buildings. I'm seeing like 90% old buildings here. Yeah, 10% is like the modern buildings because I love glass houses and all. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like stones, rocks, and all bricks. But it's okay.
Yeah, I think I agree with some of her sentiments. I expected to, of course, have a world-class education because I mean the UK is a destination for that, and then I also expected to meet people from different areas of the world, and I'm surprised to find a lot of Asians here.
I know as well.
I thought I'll have more like Europeans in the class, but then lots of Asians shocked me.
Same, our class is 50% that. I was expecting that people will be like not so warm and kind, but I think people in Scotland are generally so nice and warm. You could even like, I remember the first weeks we like, trying to get your bearing in a new place. You tend to maybe ask, and sometimes you don't even trust your Google Maps and stuff. Like I could find myself in situations where I needed to get someone to give me directions to a place. I expected that I wouldn't receive as much kindness, but I did.
Adding more to the points that we've mentioned, one thing that I was probably expecting was racism. Guys, I've never experienced racism. And I've never had like one of my friends telling me about any racist encounters anywhere. I was like, they're very warm, like you said, like and friendly and welcoming. Yeah. So we love them Scottish people.
Yeah.
Really nice. And the irony, warm people, cold weather.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I think there was one time like we were filling a form and then we were asked like what was like exactly what you asked, and I was like, I had never been to a place where like it can be shining. You see the sun up here, it's very cold. It really shocked me. Like I was like, how can the two go together, cold and sun?
Yeah.
Not where we come from.
Yeah, absolutely get that.
Yeah, so it really like it was a shock for me. Like the weather, I didn't know it was going to be that extreme. But I mean, they're managing.
Yeah.
I think mine is in terms of like the student staff, like the student and teacher relationships in like our interactions with our program directors, our lecturers and staff. Like for the first social we organized in our class, our program director came with us, and it was like a jinx night out. Like people were I didn't expect like that kind of closeness, and we were even having casual conversations with our program director and like easily talk about even our lives, their children. It was so nice. Like I didn't expect it. Like I've never seen it. Our interactions previously, maybe from my undergrad from home, is like professional. It doesn't go beyond that. And these ones are social in a respectful way. Yeah.
Makes sense. I think for me it's the sense of community. Where we come from, there is that oneness, togetherness. We say is Ubuntu. Like that sense of community. But here, people are just minding their own business. They are on their own. They have this isolation behavior. And as a person who comes from a background of a sense of community, it would be hard for you to understand, like, how do you cope being on your own for
know.
that long, you know?
And speaking of that, I remember like one time I was walking from class and I dropped one of my gloves. And as I was walking, I realized I had dropped it. And then I went back to pick it. And there was someone behind me.
They couldn't even say.
They couldn't even tell me, hey, you
You
dropped something. I'm like, if it was home, somebody could just have even picked it and
Yeah.
given it to me. I was like, yeah, people are really minding their own business.
Literally.
Being part of the scholars program
Yeah.
has been like very fundamental, like enough support in my personal journey as a student in the UK. Having community, you find yourself with people who you relate to and people who have stories that are similar to yours, and you feel like you can easily talk to someone. Honestly, the program has held my hand, like from even when we went back home when I was in Kenya, even going through the entire process until we got here. The program has organized each and every help that you could even think of. And you're like, these people are so meticulous, like they are so specific, and they've done, I think they have a lot of experience in handling students.
Yeah.
And I recommend the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program.
Absolutely, like Jeremy has mentioned about community. Like, you never realize the importance of community, especially when you're living in like a foreign land. Like, this is totally far from Africa, like far from your family, far from your home. So it's like having home in a foreign land.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have Jeremy, she my sister from Kenya. I got Diane, she my sister from Ghana. I got my flatmates, they're amazing. They're like my siblings. I literally say like my siblings. We fight a lot. I'm so Jeremy has seen us how we fight even in public with Dennis. And from Kenya is like my big brother, Richard, Shode, and all of that. So, like, the moment you have conversations with people that came here on their own, you realize actually the experience that we have here and the privilege that we have and having one another is something that is so immense that people are longing for out there. People want a community, they want a sense of belonging. And for us, we never struggled with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like home in another place, you know, in a foreign land. So, and the activities that they're also planning for us, they're so amazing. We had recently the Christmas parties and all the potlucks where we came together cooking. The movies, going to watch Mufasa. Hey, RMPF, that's Mufasa. Anywho.
Like,
yeah, but these are amazing experiences. And recently we just went to Johannesburg and had the enterprise experience over there. It was amazing as well. It was really amazing. So amazing. So I don't know if Diane wants to.
Yeah, so I mean, hearing what they said, you don't need to be told that this is the best like scholarship or community to be a part of. And for me personally, I like that it's not just about academics.
Yeah.
Like they look at everything. It's like a 360 check. Like they
Absolutely.
are looking at how you are faring as an individual, like programs, even intentional programs. Like we've had sessions that have looked at transitioning after your academics and immigration, and then like a host of like areas that I mean we probably wouldn't have gotten opportunities if we were self-funded or if we had come on our own.
Absolutely.
And I like the fact that like I've gotten to know other cultures. Like I've met people from West Africa, East Africa, South Africa.
For me, it's simple. It's just that one thing is the heat. It's the sun. Yeah, it's the sun, because at this time of the year, it's very hot. Like I should be sleepless right now. I should be sweating. I should be in shorts. I should be in sandals. So I think I just miss that heat. And this was actually my first time spending a cold Christmas, because the Christmas that I'm used to, it's a hot Christmas. So I think I just miss the heat and the sun. That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I also miss the sun. Like I remember when we were coming back, returning from Johannesburg, when we got to Amsterdam and it was shining. I just went so close to it, absorbing everything, getting as much sun, because I mean we were told that it's very cold here in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So, you know, whenever the sun is out, like the meadows is flooded.
Yeah, I know, guys. It's like such a big thing.
I know. So like I miss the sun, and then definitely I miss the food, even though I get some of the food stuff here very expensive.
The African stores.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
even, girl.
very expensive, and then you wouldn't get some of the ingredients back home. But then that's why you learn to adjust. So
Yeah, absolutely.
we try to adjust and then try to eat like food from elsewhere, because I mean that's why we came to the UK.
Yeah. But you West Africans, I feel like you're so picky when it comes to your food. Like they want their food.
I know. We
Like-
are learning. We like hot pepper spice.
Hot pepper. There's this specific pepper that you guys look for.
Mm.
What is it called? The one that is round and small.
Yeah, the red ones or the green ones. Which one?
I don't know what they're even called, bro.
It's called what?
But
And for me, I think it's sometimes, yes, as much as we say we have community, but like when everybody goes back into their business, people are in class, sometimes I miss like being around people. Like I've constantly been around people for so long, especially being a family person, my son and my partner. I feel like sometimes I miss being around people, and I feel like my room is too big. Even though it's too small sometimes, I feel like it's too big
Because
sometimes
you're alone?
because I'm not surrounded by people most of the time because people get busy with their schedules. But yeah, basically just being around people is what I miss the most.
Aww.
Yeah.
You can call me anytime, babe.
Sure, I'll call you for the hugs and for
Yeah.
the company. Yeah.
But you know, Jemima, on that, like you being detached from family and like being, even though you get to communicate via phone or something, it's still not the same, is it?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. You want them here with you.
Yeah.
But it works, it helps. It doesn't work, it helps.
I think I was picking the bus one time, and then we were confused about the location. You know, sometimes with the bus, if it's, let's say you are going to number 13, you need to find out whether you have to be on the left hand side or the right hand side, because both buses go to the same place. So I think we were on the wrong side, and then we asked the bus driver, and he was like, well, we have to figure it out, and that he was just new on the on that route. So if we didn't know where we were going, then like we just had to figure it out. And on top of it, I even got, you know, we have to usually in the UK you tap. I even got it wrong where to tap instead of tapping like I think I was
the blue thing that
instead
has
of using the blue thing, I think I was trying to tap where we were supposed to insert the
The
money or
coin,
something, right? So it was like double confused.
A lot was going on,
Yeah,
babe.
it was so embarrassing.
I think it has happened to me. Like we can share this embarrassing moment. It has happened to me also. I was coming back to Gilmore, and I was on the wrong side instead of crossing to the other side. So I took the bus, and I'm like, the map is moving, but I'm not seeing places that I know. I'm not seeing like places I'm used to, because at this time we should be close to where we stay. And at some point I was like, I realized I'm lost. So I got off the bus, like the immediate next stop. So when I got off, and I was looking at Uber prices. Should I order an Uber? I was like, no, that's 12 pounds is too much. And then I decided, no, it was late too. I'm like, no, I'm a big girl. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to get lost. So I decided to follow my map. I crossed the other side. Do you know the same bus that I got off is the one that came back to take me to where we stay? I'm like, and sometimes like not even knowing like this is where now you cross the road to the other side. As long as I saw the number, I thought, and then like even this, you should also be specific in like even looking at the bus. The number could be 10 or 10 is Bonali, and that one never changes.
Yeah.
But the number could be like 27, but it's silver nose and there's another 27.
Yeah. So you have to check those
Now we know. Now I know. I think now.
Imagine not having internet during such time, huh?
I know.
No, that is wild. That is wild.
Also, like, have you guys been left by the bus? Like, you were chasing that bus.
Yep.
It's just like,
it did. But guess what? I caught it on the next bus stop. Yeah, because I was rushing to 11th Street, and then luckily for me, it was stopping at like Home Street. So once I was like almost there, I saw it leaving. I was like, my day is over, because I don't know the next bus I'm gonna take. Because
there's a day, like, I rushed. I even got there at Home Street. I even knocked on the driver, like, I'm here. But he left.
Oh, Jenny.
But like, he had already closed the doors.
No, but he can open. He pressed something somewhere inside.
Luckily, there's always another bus.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was just
Guys,
laughing.
There's always another bus, so don't stress. That's the key
But I
takeaway.
feel like when he got home, when he was telling his kids about the stories, like, this lady was knocking and I just laughed at them.
I know. I think he just saw me and they was like, "I'll teach you a lesson."
Yeah, because to be honest, they can press and open the door
And like,
again.
I knocked on the door. I'm like, "Hey, can you see me? I'm here." And he left.
Oh.
There's always another bus.
For me, would be make sure that you select the course that you be in love with, because these assignments, these frameworks that we are learning every day are too much headache. So make sure that you choose something that no matter what, you stick together through thick and thin. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, most of the master courses in the UK are a year, so it's like a year of everything. So you need to really have a good balance. If you feel like a year masters will be like such a short duration, I think there are other ones beyond a year you can consider that. But people have done it, so it's not impossible. You
Yeah,
can also
absolutely.
do it. Yeah. But generally, just like research, and just as Moon said, make sure it's a course you like, because you'd have to face it eventually, and you're supposed to perform well too. So just make sure you research the course, and then feel free to like ask people who've done it before you. I mean, use LinkedIn, reach out to people, ask them what they think about the courses, and then like before you eventually decide on which one you want to do. And also, it can be expensive to fund your education. So if you want scholarship, start early. There are lots online, and then, like I mean, if you start early, you'll be able to make provisions and be able to like apply to as many as you can.
Yeah, and I'll tell them like to just come with a mindset that is ready to learn and ready to get into like the serious bit of it, because like we literally hit the ground running. Like we got here and like in less than a week we were in class and being bombarded with so much information. Like even our first week of school, I felt like my mind was not functioning because I felt like it was a lot of information to process at a go.
Yeah.
So like just get ready to be in class, like prepare your mind, psychologically prepared to be on the ground running immediately you get here.
Yeah, I think I agree, because I mean, we started thinking about dissertation in first semester. We just came, but
We just arrived.
You just arrived. I just arrived.
But then, like, you even had to think about dissertation
Yeah.
during that 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
it's like everything is so
and like
fast.
you know, like even in school, when like in back home when we open school, the first week is slow.
Yeah,
Classes
you're just getting in
bounce.
there
Yeah,
slowly.
we normally say classes bounce, like classes they were planned to happen, they don't. So
Yeah.
class has bounced. Nothing. Class never bounces.
No.
Like
First
even
day-
your first day, even like we used to get to class and our lecturer was already there.
Yeah.
Like it's work immediately from the word go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've been talking about the academics. Can I talk about the social life?
Yeah.
Balance, guys. Balance. Always try to have like life outside your academics. It's not just always about studying every day, group work, presentations, looking for work, looking for jobs. Go do some other activities. Get to know, if you're in UK, get to know the community in UK. Go maybe volunteer. Go do some courses that are outside of your school. Go like meet new people. Go to different activities. Yeah, so social life balance, it's very important.
Yeah, very important.
That's how you can enjoy the place that I've lived in the UK. Personally, this couple of months, I have lived.
Yeah, we have lived.
Yeah,
Yes, we have.
absolutely. So do that yourself.
The networking aspect is very important. Like meeting people. You won't meet people inside your room.
Yeah,
Even
sure.
though it's cold, you have to go out.
You have to go out
and meet people and network, and then be open-minded. Because like it's very important, like getting to know other people's culture.
Absolutely. So yes, guys, balance academics, social life.
Yeah.
A few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What we want.
I just did my own shenanigans.
But what do you suggest, like?
Let's go.
What should we do? I already did this.
So,
Like the Nigerian foods, plantain is number one.
oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. For me, I think it has to be egusi.
Hey.
I
It's so
tried
nice.
that, but I can't with that.